impressive second guessing. Let's just say a pressing lesson, whichever way you wanna say I said it. Just don't be forgetting that you got it in this memo. So less so messy guesswork, space case detective, less is more. This is the demonic desk of infernal chronic detected, so check it, of course. Yeah, as you suspected, yes, you are correct. It is the impressively intellectual lesson known to be impeccable, hexen, chemical, inspector general, so you better let him know. Sorbin neberos, yes, inferos, veti, liberate, versace, nosferatu, and nefarious. Ha! It's become less derelict comparative than necessary now to be wary of a cemetery gravehound plus this, less than this. Are you scared of us? Ha! No, I'm never not ahead of being said to be a ridgeaholic regimented daemonic ghost. Goddamn, don't let him flip that switch. Mecha Godzilla, Gorilla online in a millisecond prime, so you really better be a second guessing one who gave you a den of suspending the vision of the worst first impression, a journey of excursion. Goddamn motherfucker, I heard it loud and clear, absurd, you wish. Motherfucking cowards, you won't even ask me. Yeah, I might kick your ass, no. More like smashity smash, blast and plaster the rest into a mess of fleshy biomass. Fucking bombast, nah, my fucking jerk ass. Or past me respecting you fucking bitch, and worse is some bratty kids, I ain't even mad yet. You pleasantly impressed yet? Yes, I have intent to once again intentionally be mean. Yes, indeed, I meant to make them break and bleed and fucking shake them up through the boots to their knees. Third degree, wishing you could just piss and shit yourself to sleep. No, it's more like they can't escape my fake out remedy. Let me see. Are you ready for another round for the sound of a resounding unwound? Are you sure that you're gonna be getting down and fucking pounded through both sides at either end of both halves of the ground? Turn the whole crust of the earth upside down into a curse mound of bloody dirt. What's worse? It's a densely pretentious and sensibly much too offensive repetitive obscenity centipede, and it better be the represented centerpiece. Let me see, pretty please, yes indeed, you and me. Think quick. Don't miss this shit. It's a motherfucking heavy metal battle bot caterpillar battle call, matter of fact, exact, tolerant, intolerant of all of it. I got you, punk prop, and now watch me drop you into this new Tamagotchi pocket. Watch your stalker lock you up and munch it like I'm hungry for lunch. Goddamn, that'll get him to rattle a little. Someone still wanna prattle a dilly-dally, you can count it. Overloaded, some amount of manically pre-calibrated pack with something devastating. Maybe maximum infection in practice with a little bit of anthrax pack and a whistle to the ground on impact. In principle, it's still just some ballistic missiles, a fountain of disrespectful kind of spectacle. I'm pissing on your chest with those. Less than just admissible risk to the cavalry battalion. Splatter the stallions all around us to the ground. Yeah, it's all less just lie down and die when the shower of howitzer firepower pounds the whole earth around you to a dust of clouds. Yes sir, check 2 and 3, cause we can see that we're presently detecting a pest-infested nest. Sir, what's next? Well, these words of the clergy, a metallurgy, you see now, even plastic and surgeon, please. It's surgical in tandem with each degree to be a greased-up handle on the wheel you can feel as it turns. Yeah, mostly I suppose I'm supposed to be close to the host of a terminally confirmed permanent burn and worm around turning, making it worse. Motherfuckers never learn, they just keep burning for an eternity, and at least eventually in the nemesis of some terminally infernal and furnaces churning and ferrous. Yeah, you better beware us. Nothing but luck can dare compare to thus. They barely bursted and busted as much. Yes, it is fucking hilarious. I might be the scariest terrorist wearing this, at least in the area, just by declarative or relative comparison. Maybe just a little or even very much so. It varies by a nary degree of each of their own, yeah, well-known imperative sort of thing, so go cherish this horribly abhorrent and deplorable form of distorted merriment turned to torment. Normally import some kind of auspicious portents extorted. You might be glad to see that I crawl through these contorted roiling portals of my own boiling molten coils. Don't spoil my toils, motherfucking mortals. Don't even mention suspending this pensive agenda, not to mention it's just too fucking expensive. Nothing less than interception, let me interject to address the collective. Take a guess, needless to say, I indeed expect that only the best of the best better be dressed for effective success, repetitive mess and stress. Now let's test all the knowledge you swallowed, intolerant of tolerating all this fake and shice and shit. That's it, let's split. Yeah, hit it, right and tight in the night wing, right from the beginning of flight to the end of the kite in a night fight shipyard, excite bike NASCAR with sight from the back of your ass is grass in a second. Crank it up, notch it, rocket to the top, beyond tipsy to plot this coma with me. Yeah, you're gonna get pretty shifty, man, shifting it. Just watch this Trixie Starbucks shit, just for a little bit, that's it, right quick. I can rip it like a Mr. Schmidt at any minute. This is it, motherfucking predator predating a black hawk to slap their fucking face off. Chalk it up for back talk along the catwalk. It's vegan Wolf, the race is on proper. Just in case you missed the whole list of songs, yeah, move it along and make sure that you know I'm wrong before we stuff it in the back of the mattress bunks and the cargo tanks. shut it in the banks of the trunk in an 88 Messier Junker Stuka bunker bust. You know, kind of 100 degrees of them cordite cannon concrete battery platforms blasted into action and a pattern to scatter that way, a witch wave puncture right through the sunken tomb, tore asunder. I wonder who tried to run. It's redundant, cumbersome just to inspect it correctly, check and see the sketchy reflection of especially thick as in densely viscous, some kind of viscous quicksilver oil liquid. Now it's spilling, cast it faster than a mercury. Certainly, bitch, this is not a trick. Now you gotta make sure it doesn't just go stick to your dick on a regular instead of this. I'm just jumping with glee, yippee yippity hip hop, oh my golly gosh gee. No, I'm not even close to those ropes. Someone better hope that I'm commendably delegated and you tend to pretend that the inferior gear that you're spending on lend independent on how it's suspended anything. Contending with any more, you can definitely present it as a kind of presently many more than the orcs of Mordor, with plenty of contentious mechanical defenses staked in the shores to the fence of a forlorn entrance, depending on pretty much everything. Power up, motherfucker, check it out, I got a lot of new text. Some of you might expect that I'll interject next in a second or less. Yes, I better settle a dilemma and sweep this mess into the protection of proper Shostaffel. On top of the ladder, so get hollering and calling it all the way down to the letter before I back off. Yeah, I'm gonna be back soon, you better quit your feeking yapping and slacking off, stop jacking it. Get the crack-a-lacking and now you're packing more than a pack of sack of Molotov, practically just showing off. Don't be alarmed, but we are certainly armed for pensive fencing. We're like charming sort of farming when chopping off the arms of plenty of some contender. Whenever, wherever we met him in a trench or a fenced in, when the end stalking the crosswalk to box him into a dead end, hopping, dropping, nothing can stop me, man. Prove me wrong. Neck, you cannot possibly protect your collection of all the apostles. All of these prospects are less than fucking useless against this mess. Yes, it's undoubtedly the speediest motor-mouth monster needed, indeed unstoppable, and checked with a speedy blitzkrieg and next to a Totsugeki. Believe it, yes, that's the Rageki, check it. Oh wow, man, and how you know it. You can even quote it as stoically noted. I hope that at least one of you sucker chumps gets promoted or even comes close to being capable of coming closer to the paper opposing me. Supposedly, unfortunately, to say I gotta see it first, just to believe that you're not already much worse at bursting at the worst with this kind of curse. The impression I've been left with is especially messier. Let's just say that their potential is existentially much worse. First, don't be discouraged or cursive. This is the demonic desk of infernal chronic detected, so check it. Of course, yeah, as you suspected, yes, you are correct. It is the impressively intellectual lesson known to be impeccable Hexen chemical inspector general, so you better let him know. Sorbin Neveros, yes, inferos, veti liberate versace nosferatu nefarious, ha! It's become less derelict imperative than necessary now to be wary of a cemetery gravehound plus this, us, and this. Are you scared of us? Ha! No, I'm never not ahead of being said to be a rageaholic regimented daemonic ghost. Goddamn, don't let him flip that switch. Mecha Godzilla Ferilla online in a millisecond prime, so you really better be a second guessing one who gave you a denim suspending the vision of the worst first impression or journey of excursion. Goddamn, motherfucker, I heard it loud and clear. Absurd, you wish. Motherfucking cowards, you won't even ask me. Yeah, I might kick your ass. No, more like smashity smash. Blast and plaster the rest into a mess of fleshing biomass. Fucking bombast. Nah, my fucking jerk ass. Or pass me respecting you fucking bitch, and worse is some bratty kids. I ain't even mad yet. You pleasantly impressed yet? Yes, I have intent to once again intentionally be mean. Yes, indeed, I meant to make them break and bleed and fucking shake them up through the boots to their knees. Third degree, wishing you could just piss and shit yourself to sleep. No, it's more like they can't escape my fake out remedy. Let me see. Are you ready for another round for the sound of a resounding unwound? Are you sure that you're gonna be getting down and fucking pounded through both sides at either end of both halves of the ground? Turn the whole crust of the earth upside down into a curse mound of bloody dirt. What's worse? Onikagi, Chicago, Ohio, oh my goho, origato, God, I know he copies my style to the lining, a sort of a Torah entirely in timing. So it goes among the saga of frozen faga, the rose of a chosen few known who fallen, the Ronin, Roman, lonely, always on my own. I know it, so I suppose who feekin' knows. Here it goes, I spotted my very own barrier, a scarier, the Kälte, Schleusen, Schatten, Großen, Schlager, Volksjager, that's a clone of my shadow, yeah, that's me. Well, how did you know that? What is that? What did you just ask? Fiken Archivastarike, fucking right. What did you just call me? Ja, am I inside of me? Surprised to see? Is that my T101 ID from Cyberdyne? Yes, it's mine, or at least probably. I think you just saw me, I got my, oh no fucking way, homie. Onikagi, Chicago, Ohio, oh my ogoho, origato, God, I know he copies my style to the lining, sort of a Torah, entirely in the timing, whether it's stiletto intended or present to represent, instead of a heavy-handed tanto and tandem to dance with chance in the light of poet in spite of approximate diaholic, diabolically bladed, made thus intended to end your life, so places second place, addendum to the end of the fight. It better be the night of the living dead, or better yet the messiest beheading ahead of you instead of this knife. Alright, so don't regret it, you better think twice. Well, too late, I'm already fated to be invading your parade of mistake and thinking you're not awake. For fuck's sake, duct tape this uncreative shit show, split it up, outdated and known cadence of misstated, kamikaze faded, declarative in stages, I dare you. It's impaired and barely imperative, but there it is. Now where is it that I said you were wearing? You're staring at it, the pattern that I had on it. Yeah, flip the tablet and the lock of the cross like it's magic. See ya, yeah, I'm not that bad at this, I insist. Whoever's the biggest, yes it is a figurative. Daimiest Mio, the doppeldaimiest, most optimist primest as it is. Yes, get in line just next to the spot ahead of ya. Biggest boss, diatomically demonic, Oni Ronin, anatomically bionic, Tetsuo automaton. Watch it just appear right through the outside of the mirror. My Onikagi Masuku is trying to commit seppuku. That means both me and you, Wakazashi through and through, 1 and 2 under the kid. I should have admitted to my digits on both set of hands under the Asunda Totsugeki thunder, a cloud shower Ayumi instead of a pylum, a 2. You choose me, a it. Yeah, let's do it, let's try it, imbibe in a toxitest, it's toxic. Well, yes, the gimmick of a cynical Musha mimic, Marmillo, gorilla, thug killer for dojo, a ghetto. Onikagi, Chicago, Ohio, oh my goho, origato, God, I know he copies my style to the lining, a sort of a Torah, entirely in timing. Onikagi, Chicago, Ohio, oh my ogoho, origato, God, I know he copies my style to the lining, sort of a Torah, entirely in the timing. I suppose that I'm watching my actions in practice, yesterday and tomorrow, and soon it follows, I'll snatch it up, so uzayaro, exactly, in fact it's actually mocking, come on, I talk to a cunt on me, akushan chuse, kompon wada daimi is mio, for real? Proprietor, just saying, though properly you want a proper katana, cacophony, not what you seek, I see, watching through the entire tie, saw the whole side of the chi, notch it, we got you in a Tamagotchi, docket in the docket of dossiers, and never let it blow over the archipelago, a thelago, watashi wa neberos of inferos, beware us, care of a villainous will of a nefarious, impeccable hexen chemical inspector general, fair to barely compare the terror we bear to a heck of a lot of a mecha Godzilla, for real, I swear it. Yeah, I can tear the scariest hole all the way down into the whole marge of an unstoppable Gorgon. Stop it, that's less important. Just get back into order so I can go back to my normal distorted view through a portal of my boiling coils, a molten Onikagi Masuku. So I can go through a portal of my boiling coils, a molten Onikagi Masuku Shikagi. I must say I'm glad, in fact just a tad exasperated at contemplating this power, a shallow trench surrounding a tower, a suspense in a shower, a howitzer. Now we're never turned to the ground into cattle food, a battle mood. Now somehow my shadow is following me, gotta be. Ja, das ist mein Schatten so fragten, und mein Garten-Katastrophe. Look back in the foggy mist, I must insist it's not just a myth or a saga, a prophecy, maybe only a key to my holiest tome of untold encoded modus ungodly. One of a kind, and no, it's not just a moxie when he walks with me on top of the stop and drop whatever you thought to send me, and not to offend, but it's impending. Nintendo is in, you never see a end is inevitable. Yeah, better be beneficial official, not thinking of a box though. Check to see if it can't be expected. A Totsugeki, a Musha metric Rageki, or any second the clock says it. It's devastating, unpleasant, just waiting for someone to be in the state of debating whether to jock you or not. Writing tick-tock and a clockwork chalked and a set of typewriter indebted to a schedule, a cocky, not to mention incredulous mockery. Anytime we walk the street, him and me in proximity, and yes, I and he indeed are stalking the beat. Stop, check it and see. I got a lot of decorative, doctorate prize, some kind of doctorate, a proxy to my own Ronin, a Roman, my zone, and a lot of good God. I never thought it would just be a copy of me, an episodic anomaly. I might already knew I had it gladly, good or bad. He's keeping tabs on a lot of what I see. I've lost enough of a possibility, fracture across on or off of the back of my cross on my half. In fact, I'm practically already past having definitely cracked the impact of contract and indefinite deficit status, especially pretentious, defensive whenever mentioned the suspension, intention of intervention, invention of a habit. Attention is by extension another dimension. I got a pension to grab in the static fabric, immense this and stab it. Now that I sense the suspense, I know I've already arose. I suppose I am glad to be back again, back to be back in exactly a shadow after refractory. I had to be spat out of the Mad Hatter factory no later than last week, and now that I'm down to this last amount of bounty to counter what I pay, that I gotta say all I speak is now somehow just redacted, spectacular, yakety yak. I tactically out of a sinister strategy act that's better than the kidnapper smashing a platter of crackerjacks. Snatch up these little rappers and jack in the ripper sack and the petty little pictures and grip it and zip it, and I don't slip just to zip it. Mrs. Yes, I am just a little vicious infinitus attritionist. I'm just beginning in the time I'm already winning the rhyme dominion pinion, spinning opinion across a tangent of every single minute, contingent to a plan that's already steady, lost to a toss of the prosperous prospect, the cost of a fossil, a regret in a second it's set. Instead, have you met the apostle? Yes, and you can expect a neglect of the sect as a circumference of redundant rage of a compass in any circumference to take comfort in the stance of my last chance. Past it a bastardly dance on the lance to enhance only expression of protected, and the Hexen reflection will be detected as a fresh piece of flesh sauced to nest in infected wasps. Yes, the compressed red mess of venom vivisection expedition over Norse and Arno, Stephen the Rose, and people getting a candle, lead and say, lead, and deep skin, bad bleeding, expedient and feed. Yes, indeed, the whole neck and anything will be connected to it would need to be torn off and soaring to a blood-borne kind of more in sauce. It's less impressive when this progenitor message is not as, prerogative, a logical trigger brought in a bigger bottle to swig, and you could figure that not even got it in a tonic to deliver the prize. You ought to test the drama and dropping it in, hissing a concoction, a whole fecal section of depression. It won't even teach you a lesson unless they're gonna test to express the cause to constantly fucking be pissed off. So list off some perplexing text of a hex of bitches again, and you can try to stitch it back together. A leather amend, no, I can't be offended, but like a provost and I'm lost, and wherever I send you to the frost in a box and a metal lock cocked on the hinge on the top, bitch, I cannot predict your predictions. Some kind of predilection, a suspicion of my vision, a proclivity to schism, a rhythm, a beat rattling your feet through your socks. It's a poxicoloxal, intrinsically tricky and sticky, nitpicky talk of a walk through a properly indoctrinate and consummate logic state. I bait and waited over debating like a base of fading wicked concoction of toxins. Even when gospel, it's constantly fostering wishes of clicking to getting a feeking hostile, a toss up between that and docile. Onikagi, Chicago, Ohio, oh my goho, origato, God, I know he copies my style to the lining, a sort of a Torah entirely in timing. Onikagi, Chicago, Ohio, oh my ogoho, origato, God, I know he copies my style to the lining, sort of a Torah entirely in the timing. Yeah, flip the tablet in the lock of the cross like it's magic. See ya? Yeah, I'm not that bad at this, I insist. Whoever's the biggest, yes, it is a figurative. Daimius Mio, the doppeldaimius, most optimist primist as it is. Yes, get in line just next to the spot ahead of ya. Biggest boss, diatomically demonic, Oni Ronin anatomically, bionic Tetsuo automaton. Watch it just appear right through the outside of the mirror. My Onikagi Masuku is trying to commit seppuku. That means both me and you, Wakazashi, through and through, 1 and 2 under the kid. I should have admitted to my digits on both set of hands under the Asunda, Totsugeki thunder, a cloud shower Ayumi instead of a pile of Matuya. Choose me a fika, yet let's do it, let's try it, imbibe in a toxitest, it's toxic. Well yes, the gimmick of a cynical Musha mimic Marmillo, gorilla thug killer for dojo a ghetto.
Что ты, черт побери, такое несешь?
No matter which side of the line, my comrades on the front line, on the Donbass, either way you're both my douchebag motherfucking cousin, brother motherfuckers, east and west, yeah? I mean, come on, man. Loud and clear, we're here to collect. East and west want to impress us. This piece of a fucking pizza dish, yeah, oh, come on, man, yeah, you fucking wish. Click, ack, this is it, I'm sick of this. Thick of the wicked density, intensity of a fucking repentant contention, suspended addendum. Yeah, send him to communion to repent. A sentence immune and into a penance. It used to be some, yeah, it might be amusing for these muses of junky fucking excuses. Yeah, I can't say throw me, yeah, what, throw me in or go to Slovensky or Ruski, some Soviet Union motherfucker, who you accusing of using? According to whatever you say, and according to a boring sermon of what the feekin' Holland shyster are you learning tonight, or burning to fight or earn some kind of light to the end of the igniter sight, just a wick of a stick of wicked dynamite, try to light the end to ignite despite a holy fire, aspire, a dire, yeah, motherfucker, do you admire this? I guess you admire the inspiring things I told you, what scolded of in a Molotov. Yeah, fucking hold it back, I implore you to let you know. I bet you 7 more aboard pressure never would have kept up with this mess of tracks. Keep it on track, a lesser than some obsessive mess of fucking deck collectors, best to second guess them. Oh, you know what I mean when the FSB interjects to collect a specimen and you let them in, motherfucker. Same way you let the cable guy to pray not to know why you can't hide or die behind the denial of compiling this childish pile of wild speculative profile. Yeah, man, no style matter. More motherfucker, why is too bad? A feekin' sad. This penitus oculatus, not us. They got us. Just ditch the products in the kitchen. Quit your bitchin'. Better listen up before I stitch 'em up. All your lips and with just enough to fit it in a set of cigarettes. Knock, knock. Get the feekin' tabak knock, you motherfuckers. Duck and cover, fucking cocksucker, block runner, wrong hand for this grand scam of contraband, concentrated, this can't be a contra, yeah, you gotta concentrate in this can't be a contra exam, pronto, puncture this function of the messier yunker, yeah, ignite the whole fucking bunker, fall back a crackerjack, send him in and attack the sack, magnanimous magnum, you still gotta kill him, motherfucker, oh, for rilla, man, fucking quarterback sack of ignore him, yeah, the fucking explorer in the back, yeah, this is accosting the cost, a cross and a Cossack, battle rap, some rabid wombat, motherfucking Mortal Kombat, extortion raccoon, it's all a contract on a moan, yeah, mercenary Comcast, body bag, burglar, Wagner, oh goddamn, magnanimous magnum, still gotta kill him, still as a pillow, swallow your pills and follow the drill, equal, welcome to the feekin' Dickville, you fucking pricks, oh goddamn, here's a buck for your chick, get her to fucking run her, yeah, you're gonna have to choke on a bunch of fat dicks, you fat bitch, smoking this fucking fat cat, rich hexin' fucking bitch, yeah, I oughta condemn a whole lot of them slaying, yeah, these men sitting solid in the Kremlin on the time for a rhyme and addendum, where the fuck do I send them, you pretend to be offended by our tendency to embark on some kind of lark, a cracker rally park, motherfucker, call it a glitch, quit your feekin' bitchin' awareness, yeah, come on, we're on a mission of special operations, to stop any attempt at contemplation, some any kind of consideration, a legit fucking exquisite new way to, yeah, we're gonna hit him to pay to win, I hope you enjoy your stay at either way, or you legally wanna say it, while you're looking at me, what the fuck do you see? You have no fucking idea what kind of unreal mind spiel it's trying to deal with North Korea, force appeal, no deal for real, a Kim Jong Sailor Moon, yeah, tuxedo mask is back, but it's all in black now, fucking goddamn packing Farilla shells and Matilda, yeah, these probably gonna kill ya, they feel like these chills here when you fucking last will and meal a mind of steel, and the steel from a Panzer or Russlander, turning into tandem in another tank and banking into the end, yeah, pretentious larceny, incinerated the Carson, the parts in me, and we already started a plan to escape before any man had a chance to examine the tapes, jam it away, yeah, you better plan for what to say about, yeah, what about the USA, hey, watch what the whole lot of you probably plotted to want to say, okay, yeah, fucking hey buddy, same shit any day.
There's a bad sort of red flag problem in the lab. Something's just gonna break. This experiment's gonna escape and scares the security chairman awake. Barely a fake, take it away to the metal plated shake and bake. For this motherfucking sake of King Christ, it's a motherfucking planet of the apes. Mad Hatter, pitter patter, blood splatter on the fucking tablet paves. Oh my god, man. Sake of King Christ, just this incorporated fucking just ice, a boring contortion. Gotta get fit to survive a motherfucking abortion. Crawl over the fucking tile floors and oozing just another 2 or 3 more. Grab the rubber fucking padding on the door handles. War-torn, hardcore, bloodborne, pornographic misfortune. It's this motherfucking planet of the apes in contortion.
No, yeah, how they're thinking, how far do you want to take it? Is it truly they might be laughing, Frodo. Is it necessary for someone, yeah, oh, Darth Satan, yeah, hi, I'm Darth Satan.
Turn on my robot voice, yeah, oh yeah, this, yeah, straight up. Motherfucker, I want everyone in the world to get along and be happy, yeah, you get it. That means we have to be okay with all the bad things, dude.
There's a bad sort of red flag problem in the lab. Something's just gonna break. This experiment's gonna escape and scares the security chairman awake. Barely a fake, take it away to the metal plated shake and bake. For this motherfucking sake of King Christ, it's a motherfucking planet of the apes. Mad Hatter, pitter patter, blood splatter on the fucking tablet paves. Oh my god, man. Sake of King Christ, just this incorporated fucking just ice, a boring contortion. Gotta get fit to survive a motherfucking abortion. Crawl over the fucking tile floors and oozing just another 2 or 3 more. Grab the rubber fucking padding on the door handles. War-torn, hardcore, bloodborne, pornographic misfortune. It's this motherfucking planet of the apes in contortion.
Who do we fuck over next? Well, yeah, exactly. Before we decide who are we supposed to hate, do you need to hate someone right now? Is this like really needing to take a piss? Like they're gonna die in 5 seconds if you don't have a mortal enemy. No, it's straight up. Do I need to go get Darth Satan? Yeah, straight up. I have to go become Darth Satan until we figure out who we're supposed to hate next.
There we go. This is the one I used to mail you the corpse of the mail in pieces. Yeah. I'm just saying, guys, sometimes being the most evil man in the universe, fucking Grandmaster Genocide, fucking Deathmaster Millions, yeah, you need Dr. Evil, motherfucker. Yeah, this is like old school, like Grendel and Beowulf shit.
Point is, this Black Hand Serbia, right? This is, as you can guess, this is bordering on Colonel Hoppy's rabbit holes. They don't know much, and straight up Dark Hand, Lucian LeChance's fucking Dark Listener, I would expect him not to leave much evidence, but it's a little bit of blooders. Yeah, right, no, there's a reason we can't Google this guy's work history. Yeah, no, straight up, that is to be expected. So yeah, straight up, well, who were they? Who hired them? No wonder no one knows, and we're playing this ridiculous speculation game.
What sort of witch distorted one of either of these pieces of proportionately sickening reports of a wicked or practically despicable portions, sort of suspiciously superstitious, not to mention vicious and auspicious portents, more or less important, sort of what we sorted through into the scattered mess of intact remnants stacked into a package of whack, tricky, back-talking, jackass, refractory madman babbling, as it just had to have been fabricated but is now stated as naturally as habit. So you can imagine how now I'm itching to know how, double down on that distorted form of some sort of funny mumbling and timing that even makes it rhyme. One of a kind, this is primed to have at one time become this one of a kind act of some naturally scatterbrained, matter-of-fact, cyclical black magic intact. I guess it is that. Yeah, or for that matter, a drastically spectacular act of collaborative chitter-chatter. It just had to be some scattered about rags of remaining fabrics of exactly that signature calligraphy, I gather. Prone to be less than a decimal or referential section by section sort of sorted inspection of what text prevailed, while the rest that it entails most definitely is kept especially fail-safe, bolted and nailed shut, locked up in a big box safe in an ever jail never fails. So says but the tales depicting something predictably fickle and despicable description of incredibly still ready to present in visual memo demo of every other ritual with pensive potential pertaining to sustaining to refrain from any loss or a gain, the cost of fame paid out in ounces of pain. A pinnacle amount of an intermission remains the same density of friction, so mend the aforementioned rending specific to potentially existential, next to mentally existing in this picture-perfect vitching scripture it can infer glyphs as it is. Pictographs tend to last, don't ask unless you're already far past this drastically mental dented, yeah, mentally you fucking unfriended somewhere between demented, hell-bent on cleansing an entire dimension of miring in a rendition of inspiring benediction, so make it quick and get into position to witness the diction of something prestigious. If nothing else, it's gonna damn well shatter this whole cavern of ice crystal shell impact and send it crashing after it pans out to some pensively extended and propelled to the momentum under the tension suspending the burning kennels, the meanest infernal three-headed Cerberus impervious to murder as we prefer to word it. Yeah, nearly a miracle, deliriously pure and with any curiously eerie sort of fear-inducing gaze. Any minute you get near or its presence is clear or whatever haze of endearment it clearly won't work. Beginning on the first page or intentional mismention of which way you better be betting not to stay inside of this maze. Don't stray in which a knack for a logistic specific intermittent prediction of intrinsically found to actually be, practically benefacted, a tactical map-to-map gymnastic method, a practice sure as shit bent on beginning to burn the seething pins and needles of some beyond evil. Hell raise a pin fucking right in between the two of your peepers, jeepers, fucking creepers. Yeah, these are motherfucking rusty meat hooks, looks like a saw cleaver, raw deal, neat though, clearly so. Maybe just maybe it won't degrade right through the retrograde veil of ethereal tailoring between the inside and out of just about every possible seam lining, the ceiling and the rafter beam exactly mean and compact, intact. Yeah, when tangent to translocation and tandem mutation of placing at random, in case the outcome for outspoken motives of devotion and supposed covering of hollow canvas, just like that a static zap of blitz and crack-a-lackin', this way and that front to back could peel the mask of reality right back inside out of normality. Definitely a special welcome into one hell of a spellbinding mindless fatality chime to the rhyme of a stylish violence we take pride in conspiring. Can you tangibly hear what I spit from the maw of my mandible, the brand of profanity that contaminates every plan I put on paper, staple into a makeshift presentation for demonstrating a declaration of decimation, so pay attention. I hope you hear this the first time before a curse winds you inside and clearly out of my mind inside of a gap in time, back and fucking back to back rewind on the track of the fractured rapture of exactly that. It's intact but practically taxed to demise in a split-second capsize, so get confession prep to baptize. Keep track of your massive passively but massively impactful cash grab, peering at the bag running nab shit. Serious serial brand of primal rage inspired very much humane violence. Yeah, it's inside of us. In this one case mine has been Mine Creek, spiel, war game, piecemeal sort of deal. For real, it's a deal. Yeah, ready-made game of laser tag radiation with Darth Vader's Austrian Terminator Mafia exterminators. Made to say it today, so you heard either the hatred or the unfavorable set of regrettable favors on development. The pages tell of a wide range of pride and fucking vengeance inside of the eyes of us and many others playing their hand at this table, steady to levy another set of clever trendsetters on paper and plain crayon drawn band brand of seance. Oh motherfucker, just lay off, I'm the instigator today, and no, you can't just pay me off like that anyway. Bag and tag the whole fucking pile of rags and weary undead, clearly contaminated, merely unplanned demand, steering the hands of a man across any land with a blind and nightlight death-defying kite of the intersecting sections of a fucking ending a whole pile of frightening fucking lightning fast jumpers and biters. You'll need a better knife, or better yet, ask for the task forward. Yeah, some kind of force following after, a craft, a massive casket, a tightly bound, profoundly wound up in a set of elastic wrapping, almost like a mummy, fantastically practical craft full of nothing but raw, ignitable, priceless potassium nitrate. Yeah, plus a little dry, ultrafine powderized sulfur, then finally just add a little tad of this catalytic brand of catalyst. I insist it's miraculous, borderline sorcerous magic, laugh it up. A little black chunk of compacted charcoal to mark it as ready to spark it up. Mastercraft, a double wrap demo trap despite it being slightly light in any precise mess of the recipe sent to me. Yeah, intentionally with or without the sender having any sort of mention to you or me. I hope you can see that the motive behind a supposedly widely known design for a prime set of high explosive canisters demands the work of steady precise style to be compiled, into a stack next to the pile of pikes, halberd, kinda hafted to craft with a spike, brighten up the night with a task. You're gonna handcraft a massive stash of black powder casket, a dynamite TNT pipe bomb stuffed in the rim of a basket, strap it up and pass it up. Fasteners of the impacted and crushing the detonation just might create some nearly clearly devious watch this fucking mischief that appears between us. clearly what we're meant to be seeing beyond this mirror suspended from the rafters in the ceiling. Yeah, start kneeling, I guess, and get near it appearing while it starts to legit rip and merely searing a portal of boiling molten heavy metal coils. Yeah, a foil still smoldering within the untold thundering of Thor asunder, right up from under the setting sun. Dead set metatextual infection of the sickest set of shifty, if not nifty, trippy as shit. Yeah, I don't doubt it, in or out of this gifted job. It was probably set to be lifted, strictly misinterpreted wishes to get straight grifted, ripped from the clamoring paws of the superstitious bitches, still steady bitch and heavy leaning seemingly mean on a mission between the set of fucking superposition and a prestigious litany contiguous fucking rhythm of a schism between division of infinite effervescence present opposing to have known that we have quoted some unspoken note noted to provoke the conjuring unharmed partially at least. Yeah, don't get me started with winning over even the pettiest women divinity. You know it's intended to upend the sin from beginning to end, eventually ready to get embedded inside of your head, living or dead. It's still a dismissive contender, upending as a pretender, pending a lesser than total deficit, a mess into retention, a specific diction, predilection to fix your conviction, or at least a present or convincing mix of any principal missionary mission. Man, I think these men and women both between either and both are just as bad as mad, cackling, jackass, refractory, dipshit rappers and misfits actually mixing in this sickening stack of nasty, brackish, yet somehow fantastic magic. Yeah, rather more of a masterful class of the pragmatic craft work.
As for the profile, that's it. It's as far as I can go before more wild speculation. Clearly, the official records are Lucien Lachance. You're lucky to get Lucien Lachance. It's like a Neo Zoo Press. It's literally just a guy's name and the face of a man who, face of a fucking thug killer is what that is. Hardcore thug killer. Not saying it's good, bad, but if you ever claim to be the thug killer, that's the motherfucking thug killer thug, blowing bitches' brains out, fucking street, fucking, right on the streets, man. Boom, boom, bitch, and boom. Take some balls, man. I mean, whatever. I mean, right? I can spin it any way you want. I mean, in public, you're gonna get busted. You can't escape. Yeah, no one's coming to pick you up. Yeah. Everyone's gonna want to execute you, treat you worse than we're treating the queen right now, and be like, whatever, operation, motherfucking, whatever.
Yeah, that should work. Just in time, like clockwork. Ja, mein Gott, ein Doppelgänger, das Russländer und slowenski Schlager, Volksjäger von Öster und Weimarreich. Mein bin ich nein Tech 9, achthangig direkt in den Dosen, Hexen, Schröger, das ist mein großen Semi-Auto-Leader, Sten-Machine, Pistol, Luger, MP40, 9mm Motor Repeater, mach schnell aus Truppen, Soldaten und nach Schwarzen Schatten bin ein Machtengelein. Flugtag, Waffenstein, Luft und Rocket in Grenada ist Hollenschatte, das Schadenfreude bin Bosen. Wo und wann ein Loki, nicken, voten, speaking mein Meisterulan, Jäger, mein Gänger, Warmacht ist ein Visigoth-Schutztafel, Gestapo, Diablo, Stahlfass, Direkten mit Geistapo, Motorwagen, Apostel. Shite, I strike nuclear Katastrophe, das Kriegsspiel hast stoppen, bin Doppelreich, Otto, Krieg und Panzergeist, ein Thor, Blitz und Holland für guten Gott, man, ficken Scheißter, Nick seit ein Tag, ficken right, you heard the word, now let's burn, ignite the whole ficken spire, a black oil-cured sap and hide cloth-wrapped Greek fire sacks, immolation awakening, nothing less than to discover the heavy pressure cooking casket of Magnum in the crack mantle of the geothermal plasma smelter below the belt of the equator. You better be best bet instead of the Hephaestus or some shit, even just a messenger. Hell, I'll tell you what we heard from the intended progenitor. Yeah, whether it's as well or in good or beware, better yet be scared of the unbearable terror of lighting up the whole fucking atmosphere of Atomos, a promise that tearing a set of carefully stenciled concentric circumstantial fences in tandem with the tension of a gravity well in suspension. Did I mention a portal to Helheim, Nick 9, das bin ein Volksbahn to mein Geistreich, Gottverdammt Hollenführer, ja, das und nach Katastrophe Cataphrakt, und Olympus and Asgard, Macht ist ein Ragnarok. Trust that we must bring them up with the scariest, nefarious denizens of Inferus, Neburosu, and Nosferatu, and nefarious Ragnarok, and roll, motherfucker. Nagarok stands even taller asunder, the Saul Apollos have fallen, as just might be getting swallowed whole, all told. Fortune favors the fucking braver, the grave, give it to the spades and behavior of the bold. So savor the salvation of your anger. Now let's roll.
We know the Serbian dark hand assassin Lucien Lachance was. That's about all we know, is that he was involved and got the job done, and someone made the bit. Yeah, They did this for millions and millions of dollars in prestige, and fucking the fact that everyone fears their black hand imprint, you know, fucking put that little handprint on you and you'll fucking fear me for the rest of your life. Yeah, that's what that's for. That's what they got and hold and use and gain and greed. That's the fucking, what do you call it? The fucking, you know, was it qualifications? Well, I could just show you my weapon. You know, that's level 1. Qualifications, black hand that you seen before on 10 other dead bitches that never said anything. Bitch, that's the professional motherfucker gonna cut the heads off. So yeah, I mean, like I said, that's about all we know. And I mean, come on, if we're gonna say, yeah, this is as far as I can speculate to say, you know, which one sounds more or less likely. That this mysterious group of professional, like, top fucking brass assassins were hired as such, as top brass assassins for the Master Huntsman Lord of Ladies, to be done right the first time and not risk fucking that one up. Yeah, you go for the best. Yeah, you pay $5 million for the fucking Black Hand Master fucking millions. Motherfucker can fucking kick ass in the millions. Like, whatever it takes, get her done if that's imperative. How would they decide the, like, you know what I'm saying? At that point, it's not just a group of assassins, right? Are they also philosophers, politicians, scientists, fucking motorcycle engineers, and like acrobatics who fucking do, I don't know, design water wheels, like, right? No. They're clearly good at what they do. I don't doubt they have some interesting philosophies. They probably have a very small branch of government among themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like a small group of them who manage the receipts. Yeah, it's as much as anyone's allowed to say about it. Someone's got to keep track of something around here. Well, who makes sure all the money doesn't go missing from the Thieves Guild vault? Oh my god. It's like they never even used the door before. How does this thing work? Yeah, this key you gave me like 10 years ago. I don't even know how to use it. Oh, fucking hell.
Would that I forgot, oh my god, I just gotta make sure I look good before I drop into my hood proper. Each of the people who see me caught it and watching with their peepers, talking on repeat and popping their jaw under the breath on repeat under the teeth. And guess you could wonder what is this guy a cop or retired? Then not nobody, anybody. You might decide to try to drop in on top of your party. Some Mardi Gras part of what I never saw. A clever backdoor to answer, never mind whatever it was meant to prevent. Intended defenses, I already bent the little dented, heavy dependent fencing. That flimsy little tracker rail rack is kinda whack and practical, not to mention actually still drastically too expensive. Yeah, to prevent this naturally, I'm getting to quickly snatch whatever uncharted endeavor you guard, and let's just call it a percentage of rental that I intended to borrow from the garden. I'll bring it back and head all tomorrow. Yeah, an 8-ball a pack to the dollar. I can give you my card and it'll tell you where to, at least a little harder, smarter to barter with me, cause half of these messy bitches and stitches stressing the digits, they're basically just retarded. So try to guess with this blessed best of the best is gonna top it when I stop it, go a lot of dough. I don't know, man, but I still ought to know. I'm more like a Stapo Diablo, Don Capo, Italia Mafia, or something that's all in the dossier I brought to ya. Now toss this in and drop it into full throttle and hotter than Apollo, and probably also a little collar. Always pop my collar up and holler that I brought whatever you bought. It's always a lot of stuff, but more than is never enough. I know it's tough, a rougher way to make a few $100. Don't even touch unless you wanna make a big fuss. Wait first and take a puff, I gotta see if these are tweakers first to believe it that's better, indebted to whoever said they got the cheddar. Walking with the whole store stuffed into my pockets, you can trust that I must have got it. Rich or poor, I still implore you to drop the whole box of intoxication on the top of the epoxy in that waylay station at the bottom of the shelf, right with the books on the bottom with the health. Yeah, it cooked well. Should I shake and bake, and maybe today we can put this stuff into a bottle? Yes, this shit could most definitely sure be a problem after all that has happened. In fact, before we shut down this yapper and most of the follow the path that I showed the staff at the office proper, just call me Showstopper Apostle. Possibly just awful and possibly topping the cost of a profit, a loss. No, I don't even want to be the boss, man. Indeed, the greed, it could be a cost. I beat it into feeding, ever needing a roster of people to cross. Whoever said it was precise, kind of preposterous, just to wake up naked and dead. Up ahead, they might be mistaken for a basic kind of breaking where we're breaking the pavement. So save the phrase that they gave away. Yeah, lay into a layaway. Okay, just pick up a phone and say it's a home invasion. Better be alone. Yeah, for this occasion, be patient and get ready to get away for a day or two of chasing back and forth. Intact to force you will not to fail. Keep track of the north and south, a cat and a mouse, impacting the pattern around the whole house. And now one of us is gonna pounce and grab the tail when it counts. Kill a whale, make a sail, tall tale, a black male, track it on the back of the packaging. Exactly, how practically intact, and we can pack it in a key and let me see, hands down, it's gotta be at least a couple pounds. Right down to the ounce, time to bounce, or we would, cause that should clean up a whole hood. I told them I would put it in an announcement, so let's count it while we count out what's under the hood. Yes, it should be good, don't let this be misunderstood. I must have overheard an observer. Yes sir, I turn in and keep it up and get ahead a little further. Otherwise it's gonna be another kind of murder. I'd rather keep it kinda casual, cause now I'm just a burglar. How the fuck you never heard is how powerful you fucking cowards ought to know. And now you can just shout it out and start pouting about it. Fuck if I know how to go about it without a way to devour it even louder in under an hour. Otherwise we probably wanna throw it up for the show or the shower. Come on bro, indeed you still need to see a player. Either way we can debate it as I say it. May it pay before we need to go. Let's hit the road nobody ever even needed to know.
Kamala Ataturk needed that hat literally to command respect, but not crazy shit. Yeah, no, like they expect a big hat, but not too big of a hat. These motherfuckers don't want to wear hats. This motherfucker wants to wear his hat because he knows he looks like a dork without it. This guy probably doesn't want to wear his hat. He knows he looks better without it. This motherfucker has a tactical helmet of hairspray. Right? Yeah, I know. This guy, look, yeah, fucking hell, this guy is like fucking professor of crazy, man. Right? I don't even know. That is the biggest rabbit hole. Yeah, that taking me back to Jerusalem. Let's not deal with Lawrence, but yeah, just the hair. Yeah, studying their hair. Right? Penitus oculatus. You start with lizard man, you're not even gonna notice who combs their hair like a dude bra, who's got the hat head, who doesn't want to wear the hat, who needs the hat, and who's like, bitch, I'm fucking bald, where's the milk? Straight up.
This ungodly barrage of dodgy double XL dementia stenciled set of sovereigns, call it Hobgoblins Anonymous. Yeah, this assorted array is ready to play a suspenseful dry drama, diorama. Yeah, I promise I could probably start to mark a whole outline around, ahead and beyond it and forward around you, borderline drawing us towards another personification of persistently unsolvable problems. Yeah, it could and does probably sound just like a lot of a riddler, a lot of confusing. Okay, don't freak out, I found the riddling, and now I can schedule my tweaking between the weekends. Yeah, go unwound, spun back down to some shit. How now? Trust me, let Dr. Houseless begin. Be gone. But let's just get to work and finish another song, you fucking jerk-ass, move along. Maybe a lot of this crap is actually just bottled up, preposterous, lost in a nitpicky thicket of the wickedest prickle branch, sticking through a sort of thick and sticky, achy, picture-perfect green, impressively sinister magic, laughing attack, killer green, wicked, a shrubbery grass. Koenig, yeah, K. Rick James Koenig. How much of that same Dutch funny grass is gonna last the next half hour or past? Call it blasted. Fantastic, burn the blast furnace and pass the demonic Latin leprechaun chronic. You come on, Mr. Burns of Smithers, I keep forgetting his name, I'm on it, or was it Mr. Simpson? Coincidence. Andretti has already drifted into Falco on the freeway with OJ any day anyway. Yeah, I'll mail you whatever I fail to spend on the stock ticket game, you could say depending. Investing? No, I'm trending. What the fuck are we even supposed to pretend that we forgot we're not actually spending? Lending? Splendid. Yeah, pen the receipt and send it. This all does problematically matter-of-fact, perplexingly check out effectively. Glad to see. What are you mad at the sea? The calm blue ocean of Poseidon, I believe. The 7 seas and Neptune we riding. Perplexing style and good God, man, motherfucker, God's for damned. I meant to say I expected to tell you the other day. Scotty, let's just say it's gotta be a hell of a lot of nautical shelter off the red-hot metal plate press we caught in the smelters. HMS? Hell yes it is, I'm telling ya, as much as I hate to admit it. Yes, I am a son of a bitch, yeah, son of another yet number, or there's a lot of forgotten apostles from the east side of the block there, even the ones that just got here and saw this. Yeah, pretty much all of us are, the ones that are intolerably solemn and modest and bothersome deep down on top of the, I dropped into the same slot as, it's the one I fit in. That's as good craft work I've seen, I'd be lying if I denied it. That we all gotta be a little better model of the Shostakovich to follow, Donata, Renegado, Gestapo, Diablo, SS Waffen, Italia Mafia. It's the same flaming napalm laser catapult cannon on demand of the Praetorian douchebag Darth Vader Mafia. Yeah, the exact Doppel copycat Austrian Terminator Exterminator Squadron. Mob got legit quick, save it executive adjudicator. Next new wave of the same textbook play, engaged with plenty of heavy legionary ready to send ahead into the red letter paper shredder.
Hello. Is this the Admiral's office? Oh, it sure is, mate. Admiralty of the Monitor Dreadnought Fleet. May I ask who's calling? Lieutenant Montgomery, Expeditionary Force 1. Alpha, Primary, the only fucking army we have right now. Where's Mr. Churchill? Ah, Monty. It's good to hear from you, chap. The Admiral's not available right now, and I think Mr. Churchill's busy too. How's the frontier, young chap? Splendid. I am being sarcastic, in case you can't tell. Where the fuck is the Queen, then? I think she's gone off to the Dutch Indies. No shit! She's off in the fucking Dutch Indies, mate. What about King George? Oh, the Dildo Master. Oh, yes. Well, if I had to guess, he's, a little busier than anyone else right now. You can't be serious. If the Dildo Master isn't there, then who the fuck is in charge right now? You do realize there's a fucking war going on right across the English Channel, right? So I've heard. You sound rather distressed, young man. What's bothering you? What's bothering me? Where should I begin?
Yeah, impressive, impeccable Hexen Chemical Inspector General Sorban Neberos Imperator Genesis. Yeah, he just said he wanted to tell them both, so now you know. So, is it really that hard to believe that even we gotta be a wee little bit impressed? This certainly is the best of the best, bunker bustin', motherfucking turret gunner, train runner, cookie cutter, bunker bustin', motherfucking hellfire, cannon autoloaded turret, sure as shit is a heavy cruiser, battery bruiser, ironclad diesel battleship, batteries included. Put together better in the future of abuse, a big brand new super capital battleship unit, better than bad, embedded in a pattern of the belt of the pattern, almost properly matches the one, yeah, this one exactly. Kraftwerk von Doppelter Beschattierungen, Fieken Jerkas of Osteron Mercia, possibly your Camelot Reich. Yeah, in fact, it even had to be a whack kind of crackerjack madder than Mad Hatter, Admiral Cocky Kids walking in bigger and taller, wanna be a Monitor Dreadnought heavyweight brass administrator, oh shit. Yeah, this is it, Bloody Mary, the very rhetoric depending, representing index code, yeah, the red code Interex. Check it to the text, and what do you expect that this is the lit set of stripped down Spitfire, get a little higher with a shock and fly a Hurricane Hawker, intercept a dogfighter planes, hit the jaws of a fucking Fokker Wolf, bail out, Grendel is gonna send you all to a hella ha-ha, relax, man. No one else understands, mate. King Henry, this haunted pirate tower full of bitchy wives from the Rick James Vatican, it had to be King Richard and King James. Yeah, exactly, fucking lame. No one else understands what the fuck we're saying. Something about the amount of spending and how to press another 100,000 at least, and we can just say cheaper, yeah, cheaper than yeast.
Plenty of these incendiary phosphorus rounds of shotgun powder up and down to and from the decks and on the ground. Check for the sound. Astounding AP fucking 8 goddamn hole punch piece crunch out motor machine auto repeater, man. I can certainly see and agree to believe that this conceited farboy beat us to it. He put a heater in a shotgun, popped a sawed-off lever, and squeezed as many as he could possibly see into the toy crop duster he must have, son of a bitch. Yeah, we're making these guys look rich. Which, I mean, even more dipshit, these fancy window panes are rattling on the back of my Bankrupto Mundo Maserati Mercedes. Yeah, they got an Italian sports car product at a dime on the dollar. Ballistic V-Rocket and brand new stock is in. Bling bling bank is ringing in your phone ring-a-ling. Definitely the Netherlands' friendliest debt collectors for neighbors. This factory staff is gonna get laid off faster than shiny new aluminum plating will last. Yeah, it's already breaking off the fasteners. I could go faster, exactly. Motherfucking canvas mattress wrapping a nest of firecrackers with a drunk-ass motherfucking middle school dropout pothead coming in fast. Drop the bottle of gin. This motherfucking Mustang came straight from the USA. Yes, that means the panels and meters and widgets in double-digit percentage. Well, they're at least stenciled in English. English? Yeah, the word is English. Bad plan to begin with. Barely my business, but the scary-looking man over there with a goddamn tactical helmet of hairspray. Yeah, these are his new airplanes. You can stare, but don't touch anything that even closely resembles aerodynamic. This goddamn Luftwaffe Labs is a laughable fucking disaster. Call up France and tell them the new president, yeah, you can have it all, man. What are they gonna do with it? It's gonna be a new booze hound art exhibit at the Louvre as soon as we move on to depart from this. Come on, punch out what you got in the back of the trunk of that masterpiece of drastically frugal manufacturing. Yeah, you almost had me. Glad to see Mr. Junker Stuka, the new garbage man, motherfucking thug, kill a drive-by Gundam wing. Yeah, a ton of mafia sure could swing it.
Yes, is this Her Royal Majesty?
I am sovereign.
Wir Österreich Kriegsstil, this super capital battleship of yours they ever put to the test of the shores, second to nothing less than is unless we get a better, get set prepping and ready, expect to have to keep it steady. Nav plotted the dot on the levee of the shipyard shelf that we spotted in the dock, sir. Oh hell, what did I try to tell you, cocksucking blockheaded knobs? They possibly just dropped in on a fishing trip if that's what they got on the lockbox's watch, or is it a shifty mission well expected to be checked off and effectively chucked up on the dock and bay docket of dossiers? It's stocked and locked in and ready to Ragnarok and roll. For whom the bell tolls, motherfucker. It's just an old saying. I'm just saying. That's what I'm told.
Boy, settle down. Got a phone call here. Howdy there. How you doing, partner? Yes, I'm trying to get a hold of John Wayne. John Wayne? Just a second. Any old boys here named John Wayne? Yeah, well, we got 3 John Waynes. It's a common name, alright? I know which one you're looking for. I'm sorry, whoever's in command of your Texas Ranger force, or whatever militia you I know how this sounds, we could really use your help, mate. Oh, is that so, huh? Hey, boys, I think, King of England's gonna need our help soon. Oh, boy, howdy, King of England needs our motherfucking help right now. Pardon me for sounding rude, but I don't think these boys are taking too kindly to your kind around here, you know what I'm saying? Not entirely, mate.
Production.
My don't stop.
No matter what I ever try to say to almost anybody any other given day, let me put it this way, I get it. Just let me get it together and pen it in a letter or a memo. I know it might seem impressive or incredible, or maybe you're debating if you really want to wait to let somebody know that this drama show is one way or another gonna be testing your patience. Face it, your objection is just baseless interjection resting right next to an unplanned, candid, more like manic, underhanded rambling. Yes, I do understand. Maybe I can be a little bit dissident, so listen up and get a look at what's presented in a picture that I plan for you to examine whenever I pick from my list of scriptures, something like this, so I can stick it with the flicker in the image represented in a ton of distant displays while it plays. Either way you see or listen to the list, right here I insist that you don't miss it. What the fuck, listen up, buster. Tommy Tucker, trust that there must be a damn good chance that you bet a steady percentage of the appendix or whatever regretted that they had ever heard or read of any of this crazy shit. They're already well past hell-bent faster than running like the Flash. Get the hot foot DoorDash. Last
last of the velociraptors trying to get away from being blasted next to getting plastered or splashed with some sort of nasty infection. You better not test it. I guess I really am akin to something like an offhand Doverkin, Dragon Fang, totally Argonian, Shadow Scale, Black Hand, Lizard Man, or at least some sort of branded Tyrannosaurus Interrex. Check it? Yeah, it's no less than to be expected. Hectic in the making and most definitely perplexing, mistaken where I should have staked this on any other makeshift undercover brother in a black mask running faster than Chase and Danny Glover all around and up and down the downtown overpass. Hard ass son of a bitch runs quick, that's all I gotta say about it, you don't doubt it. Either way you wanna portray it, all I'm really saying is the same sort of people that I may think I was evil or at least needlessly seething with a negative need to feed on their bleeding. Yes indeed I can see why so many of them instead are in favor of staying far at bay, 50 or so plus yards away. Tough, hard to blame you. With or without any amount of a petty doubt you might get it any which way. They essentially just pretended that we never met. Better yet, letter for letter, with or without whether you go about way to make or break it. Yeah, in or around these fake accounts being levied to stock heavy, chalk ready instead of steady getting credited. Instead of a better known unsettling obscenity. In seconds I reckon that one of these same Melvin hecklers is gonna recollect inevitably wanting to be selecting that they're tending to be offended instead of already representing in a negatively sort of uncredible beginning or whatever considered you didn't even begin barely implicitly comparing to generic. So listen to me, it's certainly already set in the third degree into a definitive original messages. Yes it is, guess again, already and forever dependent on the friend who said it or possibly lost to an appending, not even pretending to be the boss. Find a second to assign a ready-made setting that's already probably gonna be getting rejected. Pretty heavy regimen instead of the benefit might have been presented in a manner unintended to set a tentative precedent of planning to randomly brand whatever you can never even be examined. Come on, plan preemptive, man. Just tag it as underhanded, goddamn motherfucker, that's enough of this running and jumping through. You got another dozen or hundreds of these same rearranged set of worthless flaming circus tamer Squid Game hoops. Oops, not that booth, you stupid suckers gotta spend a lot of app data when they rattle me into a battle sort of challenge with any amount of crabbing. Yeah, every other channel across the whole set of panels. As a matter of fact, that practically flat out batshit bananas. Yes, I can and did consider having planted a panorama of digital cameras in tandem with unmanned scanners, mandate instead of, trying to intend it if it's needlessly tedious degree or just unbelievably devious. Means to perceive a reading of the scene in a screen beckoning a set of infrared beams spread like a spider webbing in the center, right to the end of any entrance. I just said it all in one sentence. My friends know better than this. Even a set of some real metal detectors wouldn't even put a dent in preventing me from carrying weapons. No, I'm not declaring this just to be scary. The fact that I suddenly started to rap is practically evidence that we're both already there. In fact, long past it. I don't mind if you stare from way over there. I might be looking back at you too. Not that dumbass motherfucking dumb. What's that? Just a sack of a wackier than crackerjack rap tracks. The jaws of this maw is now and always packing raw. I can play it again in a second from a little black box on my back. Any day I want a smack talk automatic broadcast backlog, that's all. Last call for anyone, plenty of anyone pretending it's trendy to be offended instead of just stepping ahead and taking a guess. Yes, heading straight in the net, and I definitely baited and debate awaiting. When it is set in seconds, that is many a forever to settle in and mention that I said it, contending, remembering the measure ahead of whatever could or would have been supposed or should have spread and ended. Depending on a tentative method to say enough, somebody must be saying what, but I never give a shit. This much of it is just a little upsetting whenever I get to embedding again in another selection. They said clever and witty, heavy, better, or better yet, instead of just levying the city pity. Yes, I did some of these bitters in any amount of the digits of sure as shit, no doubt bit into this just once, so maybe continuous. When it brings what I sing, bling bling, ringing in your ringer, beginning to sting, that's a funny thing. It could have been a senator, executor, all the way down to the bottom of the shelf, set a problematic member of the static plebiscite. Yes, I said it again, it's another stupid fucking set. Yeah, it's a setting in your app for the messenger, you missed it, I insist it. Mr. or Mrs., whatever your wishes. You're not a winner, go figure, pinned it. Sure as shit that'll stick now. Schindler is going to be fucking pissed. Hey, I never dissed anyone I never met or didn't exist when I did. Just listen to this, try it. No matter how mad, matter, and chatter when I met was presented in the letter in a message bending the edges of some sketchy shit. You better bet I'd be second guessing, not to mention let the sender know that in front and center, fold in front and center. Here's a brand new centerfold, everything that anybody ever could have wanted to know about it. Even your own private web zone tried to mention that you already forgot way back when you dropped it in the car lot by the bar. You're not sure if you parked first. Smart to just spark it up and dart it. Light up the target. After all, it is a free market full of fees and hidden surcharges. Sir, you can't just barge in. This is already starting to push the limits. A lethargic, marginally discarded barge of garbage. So let the debate start to instigate. Whatever I can do to be whatever you forgot you hate. The clock is while I wait. Yes, I was getting sick of wicked picky bitches, or just this one specific pick. Yeah, this kind of pick of shifty cunts flapping their nasty lips fast enough to pass by anyone. Yeah, already it's a little fishy, but I won't ask why. Yeah, bye-bye, I should just lie about it, shouldn't I? Better yet, I tend to get ahead of any petty charade of confetti. Blame the settings for the network, never work at work. Fucking jerk-ass cash clerk gladly. Did I snatch it badly? Yeah, that only lasted no less than a day past a week, let's see. Yeah, I'm just waiting to refresh the feed. Goddamn, once again, bad bandwidth buff a LAN can't transmit at a glance. It's a gambit, better not chance it. I know that I'm nuts, man. Fuck, goddamn. Well then, what's up? What's next? As in, what do you expect, motherfucking Interrex? That was the simplest thing you could have expected. Even this is pushing the limits of your recognition. Now that you mention it, yeah, it seems to by extension that I'm standing on contested manuscript. And yes, I can spit it over every channel again and again. What fucking planet am I standing on? A planet in? No, I'm in pretentiously to the extensive granted. Some kind of retentive of the plan to examine the census. So I guess again, I gotta pen another way to get the message in. Determined to essentially everyone's sense of consent. Yours, of course, detrimental of maybe. Cause I'm such a chore for so many motherfuckers to even begin to, condescending or attempting to be constantly ignoring. Am I defensive? No shit, maybe you're just fucking boring. Let me try this criminal in part subliminal rap game track and fencing intentions to bend the inside of your head through all three of your eyes. Yeah, intrinsically superliminal about cynical, shouted out villainous. Ich will this on Zeitgeist von time, killing it willingly, pimp Dracula spectacular. Yeah, back again and again and again and again, busy with the blacklight schism, late night Byzantine, tripping into the rhyme party scene, a paradigm of some shit, I've seen it. Proportionate to a contorted consortium, one more time to append the end of the fucking, yeah, it's the appendix pending a one line. Yeah, it's gonna be an extra crisp and crunchy bit of butter chicken, munching it up like it's some frisky bitchin' pimpin' friskies, motherfucker. Mephistopheles, quite probably impossible to please, so make a wish and that's your new disease. Yeah, it might just be a nice clean piecemeal title card kind of deal, designated for a piece to top this deck before we tear into a terrible tarot of Inferus and Nosferatu Nefarious. Open a tangibly random to see ma from a mandible, tear a portal of boiling molten metal coils, roiling the crust of soil of foul foil, flipped inverted refractory. Actually, in fact, you can see the tragically efficient transition between Sorobin and Neberos transaction. Yeah, you never know. So let me settle up the stack of trouble and tracks with something a little more chillax, so you can be casual now. Thank you. This is your coffee break and the not-so-great cosplay Soviet Union of some shit, assuming I'm calling the shots today. Firing squad that way, no, let's finally do it. Find something a little more sublime this time. Yeah, some summer sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere telling me I can't like when you don't wear something, or so I hope that this can actually be fun for once, or even if it's just this kind of stark proxy arc, a bright spark it up, just less a depressing set of messages to someone? Anyone? No, not you, motherfucker, just one random person that you're never gonna suddenly morph into. Of course, there's nominally only one of these anomalies nominated, probably every several thousand years, and maybe a negligible deficit degree past that, positive. Not to mention providence of a mob mentality, mentally demented armed robbery. Don't forget to divide the rest down the line by 2, and then half the whole stack by, half of the stack of units, motherfucker. Anywho, who are you? Yeah, you know who you are. This is the most annoying shit I ever do. Bar none, you already know. Guess who? Yes, it's me, I'm back. Guess who? Yes, it's me, I'm back, the extortion raccoon. Yeah, right on track from collecting trash in the man zoo. The extortion raccoon, rat trap running through, pack that, I just got jacked by a motherfucking cracked out Zoomer Zaboomafu. Yeah, add that to a practically asthmatic Pikachu, peeking on a dim sum treat feast, trying to speak to me too. Hey you, at least try to Raichu. Yeah, that was a long time ago. How about another MacGyver drive-by right through the sign with Bill Nye, the science guy, and Niels deGrasse and Tyson live. Yeah, the clash of the titans, this heavyweight type of statistician's fabulous mathematical principles, a peel back the cap, a plastic film wrapping, covering another layer of the bewildering, smoldering over any kind of hard to explain how I maybe see half of this, possibly a lot of these totally magic premonitions of logic. You could either say a seance may draw up a savant or it may not. Yeah, who would have knew? What about you? So anyway, I just want to say, by the way, just in case you're not sure how to say what you think to yourself several times a day, that either way you weigh it on a scale too hard to tell. I've barely spoken a phrase outside of the pages I wrote for the hope of a moment chosen to evoke a fucking fekin' choking again. Yeah, even I'm getting embarrassed. I hope it's a little at least fucking hilarious instead of scary or mood heavy, actually. In fact, I already know now that I barely notice my own motives, you get it? Sewn through the poem of my own set of notes that I often just chase down my throat, make schnell, mock haste, at a steady pace. You can tell by my face or the smell that you can taste a wake and bake flavor, rolling a big sticky green weed leaf flower, bang a herb a tangy, crank me into some lanky orangutan. Yeah, close enough, just hanging, and then grip the carpe diem and arrange a danger dangling like a cliffhanger. Don't let it slip. I know I say too much wicked and heretical shit for a show a staple quota. Gonna go and sit over and think it for minutes. Think of every minute forgetting about intending to say it a lot, but props. Probably not a guy to get a lot of modest to call it a hot or a heavy metal sweater set, a replica Prada. Better yet, nada. Instead of any kind of smoke, I already hope to cope with the socializer, the Belter Schwarzen Schotten Ganger Schlager gangster ghost of my anger. Molten the poltergeist prankster. Yeah, fright night, just a spite making a heist to roam like a stranger, maybe even pretty much twice any day or any which way I rearrange my strangest ways of saying I acknowledge that this ain't the same problem. A borderline gorgon, a goblin. Yeah, that's why the job in the extortion raccoon refractory factory came just, now it's just ice incorporated, the price of ignoring danger. Yeah, right, hopefully anyone could explain this, not just for entertainment, but the same shit any day of the gauge of makeshift bio batteries to test the scattering I/O placement, mainly in the battery mainframe. Yeah, the gray matter of the factual data, not just spoken anecdotal yada yada yodeling. Sorry, bro, but holy shit. Same but no longer delayed. Opener engaged to a taser, zap it to shock me awake. Quick, doctor, you almost lost me. Yeah, now you're making me nauseous and costing a code blue proxy. Even a Noxy ain't gonna stop this OD from sparking a sparkety, spickety fucking heart attack like a shark is gonna come out of the market. And if a clock still runs a not TikTok market on the right and right quick, strictly white Nick 9 volts, a blitzen, Bolton, feekin' moron. You can quote it through as sure as shit, borderline driving me batshit, Looney Tunes, bonkers, cartoon logic, insane. It's gotta be. At least a little piece of credulous meddling with my medicine. It tends to be kind of tentative, represents a level of incredible megalomaniacal megaphone mania. Made it on my very own, and now I can barely even think past a flash, a heavy dose pheromone there and gone. Yeah, I swear I'm not practically just deer, the blinder fog in the headlights staring exactly at your back pedal casket of assets. Naturally, I'm glad just to get a minute to blabber a babble. Kinda like I crashed at the bar of the oldest frat party, by far rabbling, rambling on so far as to be by far dismissing the same old twisted mischief and scattered set of Scrabble game. Straight up babble on grifters. I'd be more than glad to try to school your classroom after that. After it passes, of course, just ask me, I guess. I should still make sure that I mastered the state of debating like a mastodon, practically past prima donna, not a sorry, wrong way of saying it. What's my problem? You name it. In fact, I might need to snap on one little strap on a mask, and goddamn, you're the one thinking that. I said exactly what I never meant. No shit, I'm definitely delegating in a present state of hesitation, or maybe just today or 2 weeks later or Tuesday. Let's see, I'm sweating in 30 degrees. Yeah, otherwise dressed wearing the black robe and hooded mask cloak of a high noon summer smoke just for the fun of it is very much adequate to match with the status of magical madness. Still, I might want a nice and ice-cold spike at just the right level of far too many caffeine, calorie, megawatt energy, stimulant synergy plastered in between the walls of a little tall can sealed all in a short sort of brand. Man, I miss the old intentionally overdosed holy moly double sugar stock Joe Cola. Yeah, thought that I totally missed it. Just kidding. Insidious, akin to Sid Vicious. Stop thinking what I almost never meant to mention. Suspend each sentence down to a crossword puzzle. Yet another Onikagi Masuku Sudoku. I hope to evoke a Shikagi in pieces. Now it's evident to definitely represent a set of circumstantial evidence for origami vice. Detective, all 20 pounds of the demonic Latin leprechaun chronic that we seized from the Pennywise Clown College. Yeah, it's all missing from the office basement lockers. You got this? Yeah, you're too modest. I should just toss the whole box or a bag of flat down packed crap, the unnatural product from a tapping into the easier manufacturing, let alone handle a tangibly faster moving brand and more tangible managing plan of danger. Only I could have known what zone to tag my monotone brain into until so much later to the least I can do is say without strange behavior. I could decently offer you maybe a so savory favor, save it. Once again, you're the one who's probably thinking about misbehaving when I juggle these gymnastic statements and push them back to back, and oh goddamn, that might have changed it. Now I gotta stop thinking pop, lock, and drop it and lock it up. I gotta go rearrange the inside of my brain. Never mind whatever shameful tangents tossed up on top as the cost of handling extensive pressure or possibly just wash it all clear off. Yeah, a lot of Ajax. I'm exasperating the context of both of our conscience. I would hope so. Yeah, yes, no, laugh it up, buttercup. Sometimes maybe really can be. Yeah, maybe could be the only way to stay clean without, yeah, a toothbrush right up the nostrils, a clean sweep, and not a peep too late. Yeah, I know I'm never gonna sleep or stop repeating the same context of contemplating each and every crease in the set piece, the too many or whatever my imagination can get away with to save it. One word, a seance, save us from a dangerous playthings. Oh yeah, okay, now it's mentally taking potential layers off of both of the tops to start hypothetically way too caustic, a stark, risque, LARP, caustic cosplay. You didn't notice that I always dress like this pretty much every other day anyways? I didn't even doubt that we could both account for the fact that it's far too past anything naturally practical to actually benefact to action, a contact flash, a passion, a borderline harassment. Yeah, I should I should start to go masturbating the hooks that I cast. Yeah, I'm sure that you heard what I didn't even ask, now you're being bad. Never mind that I should just kindly wind back the whole fucking track, look at that, smack at the perfect right on tight point of aspiring to hit the exact point of double jointed impact and crack it in half. Oh, scratch that, bad timing, let's just try this again some other time, and don't look behind you, I swear it's blinding. I got half a mind that's still mine beside what I just tried to forget I ever spoken. God damn it, it's awoken, I must have been a brewed up in a potion of motion sickness, and I suppose it's very secular sect, a fucking hexen, yes, you can see it next. Bethy Vixen Vexy Vitch in another couple seconds of this sketchy fixation if I can't focus or even stop to go master verbatim, a classier way to stop thinking of saying it. Yeah, say it, don't spray it to your face, not in it, god damn it. Hey, this is probably the best way to get this off your chest. This messy impression of sticky pressure, it's really thickening, sort of sorted abnormal form of boring pleasure. Yeah, that's why this whole Shadow Mask style, a homegrown show tune for you is better. So yeah, it's S&M, I suppose, honestly. It's probably as far as I ever try to go with this sort of weird head game hypnotic regression. I mean, what if it hasn't happened yet? It's precognition, you've just predicted the future, a Kama Sutra, straight up.
Ninja.
Top of the morning, it's time to record with Saint Javelin, straight mavericks. Sometimes it seems like this life on the front line is crisis unraveling. Whole fucking world is falling apart right from the very start. Whether you think it's dumbass or smarty pants, come mass the party van, packed to the tits full of any man, murking for a half a plan. Worse than the Taliban, no we ain't from Cali, a calico simpatico. Tack it up on the tally for a NASCAR Auto Krieg rally show. Straight right a demolition derby, a full of 30-something midlife crisis indictments. Plagued by their own nightmares of fright terrors, it's scarier than anything in Nosferatu and Nefarious. In fact, it's fucking hilarious. Nothing could have prepared us, already it's impaired in the cusp. Top of the morning, it's time to record with Saint Javelin, straight mavericks. Sometimes it seems like this life on the front line is crisis unraveling. Whole fucking world is falling apart right from the very start. Whether you think it's dumbass or smarty pants, come mass the party van, packed to the tits full of any man, murking for a half a plan. Worse than the Taliban, no we ain't from Cali, a calico simpatico. Tack it up on the tally for a NASCAR Auto Krieg rally show. Straight right a demolition derby, a full of 30-something midlife crisis indictments. Plagued by their own nightmares of fright terrors, it's scarier than anything in Nosferatu and Nefarious. In fact, it's fucking hilarious. Nothing could have prepared us, already it's impaired in the cusp.
Ninja.
Achtung, ich bin ein Raumschutzstaffen, Gestapo, Diablo, Don Kappen. Ja, jawohl, keeping das große Motto, liebe Lüge, Maschinenpistol or 40 or more, cooked and loaded, mag schnell as Truppen Soldaten, get waking up and down every other block in town, grab a lot of rocks for the glass pane, window frames, wait till we make them all top. Drop tick-tock on this clock tower. This is an hour of crystal knock. The Kessler's Messermischer Schmidt mock. Loaded into this box of the Panzer truck. Autobahn Gazivak. Torpedo Waffen Rock rocket and Granada, parked into the back of the Iraq, stacked up on the track. Take it all back to Auschwitz, Google Gulag. Kura the Buddha for sure, swears in a course of all I ever wear, a greasing up my hair in a kettle, I smelter a Hansel and Gretel. Even Beowulf is a bailiff as we wait for the pelter. It's already inside of the shelter of the Shatirungen that pierced through a tungsten. Must have been a master huntsman, get this motherfucking Jägermeister out of the back of the Volkswagen. Goddamn Schlagers, now we also got the bunch of mysterious Syrian, Siberian, serial motor car kind of mad dumb shits. Yeah, no Schmidt, I can clearly see that Al-Rashid is already into this, insinuating a little bit. Now these things are gonna get a little more interesting between here and Switzerland.
White people say it. Am I allowed to? It depends who's around. Consider circumstance, straight up. If I said it by myself alone where no one could hear me, would it matter? Would you hear it? If you're gonna tell me I'm not allowed to do that, that doesn't even make sense, bro. Yeah, that's what I mean about, yeah, I gotta teach you guys how justice works. Whether you're a cop or a fucking gangsta, yeah.
Mark my words, Jägermeister. Yeah, the craziest man in Germany. Yeah, one of those German guys. Yeah, that was a trick question. Germans live in Denmark. No, I'm sure they get it. Yeah, crazy Austro-German nutcases live in Germany. Fucking Falco and Andretti on the freeway with OJ. I'm not even fucking joking. Yeah. I don't know, like I was saying before I got sidetracked, there's a whole fucking Kriegsmarine Bismarck of bullshit coming around the fjord here. Rechten, großen Turpitz of Hollenschatter, Mrs. Schmidt and Professor Fakelwolf. Guys, these are not swear words. I mean, well, they are now. Yeah, in English, these are all swear words. Because these are the greatest scientists of all time. Dr. fucking Shitballs, Professor Fokker and Kunst. Yeah, I've warned you about this more than once. Names from the Dutch Netherlands, motherfucker. Jules Watts Verne probably was the Dutch King of Spain. When you're reading what should be English, Anglo-Saxon, Oxford English, Lutheran Latin, from a motherfucking Rick James Vatican, a Pope Don Diablo, Gestapo, Don Capo, Godfredam Nosferatu, Italia Mafia, Lolita Dia Luciferia, Mamma Mia, Kraftwerk, it has to be properly. Yeah, yes, it's me, Evo. Take a guess. I can talk an awful hell of a whole lot of this unpopular bit of trend, split a switch, hit a jaywalk, barely a line share of what you might precariously consider embarrassing or just okay and terribly generic, mimic to stare at a gimmick, barely even a shareholder, bear the weight on the back of both of your shoulders. I told you at any moment, the exponent on the graph can fall right off of the map. It's a fucking trap, bitch. Grifty McGriff is on the scene in a jiffy, even living in and out of the gutter, no matter the clutter. I keep a dress code Excelsior spiffy, still healthier than a vampire Dracul, motherfucking bagul. No motherfucker out here, it's a different kind of night folk running with a night wolf lycanthrope. This is the edge of a double trouble, double mint, twin doppel-bladed knife, kite shield with just a steel syringe. Hold tight when you're walking that tightrope, don't get fucking spiteful. You can feel your gut twinge, you just might hold from the binge. Take a peek and guess who's knocking. Nicky 9 doors is dropping in hardcore. Better sound the alarm horns. The Pelter Beschatierungen tore the whole fucking tongue and groove right off of the boards of your old roof. Woof. Yeah, they know it by now. We literally just say wolf, dude. Yeah, it just sounds kind of fancy lycanthrope when you're looking this cool. Call it whatever the fuck you want to throw under that whole Bismarck of bullshit we were talking about. Is there even a proper amount of a legitimate account? Think about how fucking stupid some of this cryptozoology probably sounds, even compared to a cracked out back alley allergen astrologist or some shit. Even that is technically still legitimate knowledge. It's the kind of scientific data that you always see getting paraded in a cascade of black tape. Same unaware are unwilling to pretend to care. Daredevil identity, perennial contenders on the Reddit feed. It better be. It's gonna be a full moon for us both in obscenity. Just another Sumerian phonetic declarative, now an imperative, or maybe just a hairy fucking werewolf, a scary or whatever the fuck else you might be out here. There's gotta be more than one, you get it? Yeah, basic shit, man. No shit, buddy. Chupacabra or a man bear. There's a word for all these fake animals out here, but I forgot it. Problem solved. I'm already on it. Pin the comment. Laugh it up, you motherfucking pasty-ass cracker clown. Jesters and tumblers abound, the clown men, but these are the funny kind, honey pie. You guys invented this whole Comic-Con of the Necronomicon, a gin and tonic marathon of Dungeons and Dragons fanatics of asthmatic jackrabbits. We already covered half of this free game, guys. I'm honestly a little bit worried, man. Even a Surrey gang would think this is a little strange, borderline inducing derangement, but it's not an illusion. Come to think of the other side of the wrong half of the other conclusion, yeah, it is as hard as it sounds. Man guarding the town, pound for pound, in and out of the next Star Trek convention of Asgard. Yeah. You do not want to see what these fucking dweebs keep in the bottom of the keep of the crypt of the mausoleum. I won't even bother to ID these motherfuckers anymore now. This is fucking abnormal. Sort of parabolically paranormal. I recorded it all word for word through and put it on order in a free song for you. Maybe to help bond between the two. You know what the fuck I mean, buddy. You're a cool guy and all. Funny as understatement. The Joker has awakened and Batman already needs another replacement. Tuxedo Mask is here in the flesh. Different kind of misenfranchised. Let's just say I got downsized from Sailor Moon's. Yeah, Sailor Kim Jong-un. Yeah, not like that. As a matter of fact, all you gotta do is ask, but don't be expecting me to throw it back at you in a flash with a word or two beyond that. Yeah, with both pages staggered into stages. When I make all of your war crimes rhyme, it's contagious. You are still courageous. The favorite of Hercules and Thor. That's why I'm rolling like Conan the Librarian in a new terrarium, a Neoterra. Why the fuck do they keep staring at it? So no matter where the Kriegspiel wages, yeah, you can just call me a Lutheran Magus. Ich nick nine Scheister, something more priceless, even Daimler Chrysler. Otto Krieg, Fokker, Volksjägermeister, or even just a heister. Yeah, one of the 100-ton lift truck forklifting a directing. It always makes Alpha great for the inspection. Might as well call that model anatomically in practice. Its atlases, yeah, automaton. Maxim, and yes, I do have some practice. It's still intact, another one of my old credentials penciled up in plastic. Feeking fantastic. Under this mask, a black plaster, a woolen fabric, a tragic refractory in action. Can you even catch him? It's me, yeah, that's him. Even if you thought I was red faction, Ruski Stasi, but it's Maserati, some kind of Slovensky Schlager, hogging all the Polski from vodka, Bolshevik commie, Stasi, Nazi, NASCAR, Ferrari, mobster, Kaiser, fucking Caesar, Escobar, indeed, sir. Either side of the Rhine, it's all mine. Das is yours, ja, mein Straten. This is probably just a meager bit of a movie trailer teaser. You don't even got a yay or nay a thing I say about it, brother. I know you never ever want to bet another regiment of men or women with the same kind of intermittent schism in the vision. Even a single group of us trooping acting really fucking stupid. In or out of Auschwitz, Gulag, Max Thug lockup with the same kind of raged out swastika Russian rapist, Top Gun rock stars. You know we're both knock hard on some wood to keep the fortune bold where it should. Pace for some growth instead of just going up in smoke. It's no faking spiel a joke, no, we're both fucking Scarface, although Kriegen in or off of the Volkspawn, Master Huntsman of Don Diablo, Don Capo, Meister of Demonicus, a doppelganger in the opposite hangar that we just took off of, Unkaiden Rammstein Luftwaffe, still looks proper from down here, loud and clear, right on top of ya, it's a Yak MiG-29 Falcrum box wing, straight from Czechoslovakia's Russian yard sale we bailed out last year, trying to keep up some appearances, especially in front of the mirrors, couldn't have said it any fucking clearer. Now even Star Fox and Falco are calling this a fucking smoke show, a bling bling in the Gundam wing. It sure is something. Don't let it stump you, we're both corrupted. If anything, I could use an adjustment from your Hexen cousins, whichever. Yeah, which one is Vendi Veti Vici, especially enmeshed in the Vizsla of witchcraft? Which one should I ask them? I don't mind if they decide to pass, as long as they all know they still got the most to show from the back row. I don't care how far you dig yourself into Colonel Hoppy's fucking rabbit hole, you fucking asshole. Just grab the hand of the maniple. Yeah, manipular intangible. tangible. Motherfucking Hannibal, Alaric, Attila in touch with a whole Dutch goon squad of hooded Spanish guerrillas. You probably already managed a whole villa and a conveyor of Skrilla. Yeah, never ever would I ever wanna kill you, brother. That's the last vegan option, I promise. If I got any other way out of the other door, hot foot and lots of a boxed up Minotaur. I know we're both in it to win it. Yeah, business is still business. We're both the same brand of prestigious, down to the decibel of both digits.